Welcome back, everybody. Glad you're watching Midday on a Wednesday. Dr. Stuart Bridge from St. Mark's Hospital is joining me now. March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, and we want to talk about the importance of screening. What are the ages? What are the guidelines for colon cancer and screening?
Sure. Everyone over the age of 50 should undergo some type of screening test, and most often we recommend colonoscopy, but there are some other options. But age 50 is the hard and fast guideline for most people.
And at the age of 50, you should be screened from then on how often?
It depends on what is found on the screening test. So people who have polyps sometimes go to shorter interval follow-up, so usually either 3 to 5 year follow-ups on colonoscopy follow-up, and then for people who don't have polyps or don't have polyps that are precancerous, they can go every 10 years.
How common is colorectal cancer?
It is the third most common cause of cancer in both men and women in the United States, and it's the third most common cause of cancer death in men and women in the United States.
Wow. And not one that we really talk about as much as some of the other ones.
No, it probably doesn't get as much press as something like breast cancer or even lung cancer or things like that, but it's definitely one of the cancers that's considered preventable because of screening techniques that we have now.
Yeah, then let's talk about that. How preventable, I mean, if you get that screening, how preventable is colorectal cancer?
It's very preventable. There are tests available, colonoscopy and other stool-based testing to detect polyps, which are precancerous lesions that can grow in the colon. When we remove those polyps, we end up reducing a person's risk for getting colon cancer, sort of like monitoring moles on the skin or something like that.
Who's primarily at risk?
Everyone over the age of 50,
okay.
And then in particular those with a family history either of colon cancer or colon polyps. So family members, particularly first-degree family members, parents, siblings, kids who have a history of polyps or colon cancer. It's notable for their family members, and these are things that people should talk about.
All right, let's talk about the colonoscopy. Sure. Why are people so nervous to have
this
done?
I think it's a sensitive area, number one.
Yeah.
And so there's some concern with that. And then the bowel prep that's required before the test is difficult at times for people, and so there's some, I think, anxiety with regards to things like that.
It's changed, though, hasn't it, over the years?
It's gotten a little bit better. There's a little bit less volume associated with it, and then the taste, I think, has improved, which is a big part of it for people. But in general, it is still, you know, a long night of drinking the laxative and getting cleaned out. But the test itself is very easy and straightforward.
Doctor, I had risk factors several years ago. I was in my 30s when I had a colonoscopy, and I can tell you, you're right. It's the prep that you're worried about. It's never as bad as you think it is, and the actual procedure is no thing.
Yes, the procedure is very easy. People are asleep. We use medications to get people asleep so they don't feel anything. It's well tolerated. It's a safe procedure. The risk of complications is minuscule, and most people end up, you know, getting some good information and reassurance about things
and insurance
afterwards.
Pays.
And insurance always pays for it. If you're over 50, it's indicated, and there's really no argument from the insurance company. And then if you have risk factors, insurance company has a low threshold to let you go in and get screened.
Now is the time to get screened, everybody. It is that month. stmarkshospital.com for more information, or you can go to our website, and we'll link you at abc4.com. /midday. That information's on your screen, too. They also have a phone number. Thank you so much. That was great
Thank you for having me.
And we'll be right back, everybody, with more Midday.